So it's 1, 2, 3. I was thinking about a circumstance that I went through yesterday, and I walked to the store with my son. And when I came back, I finished working and everything like that. But I later realized that I was unaware of where my wallet was, and I had been to my brother's house and back to my house, and I was looking for my wallet because we were going to get dinner. Time had passed since going to the store, and going to the store was the last place that I had it. So I realized that, okay, I don't know where my wallet is. I'm looking everywhere in the house. I called my brother. He looked for it and he said, oh, I don't see it over here. So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, did I leave it in the store? I'm checking my accounts. Nothing has changed. So I'm like, where is my wallet? Now, although I was in the moment in a state of what may have looked like on the outside looking in as panic, it didn't necessarily feel too much like panic, because as I'm looking for my wallet, I'm also thinking to myself, what thoughts could I have conjured, or what feelings could I have conjured prior in order for me to actually lose my wallet? This is what I say about when you start to meditate more and you're able to focus, you're the gatekeeper of your thoughts. So you know what things are coming in, what's going out, what doesn't serve you, and what does. And I've come to the point in my life where everything serves you. Even the fact that I, went through this whole experience served me, and I'll explain it more later. And then on top of that, I see meditation as a filtration system. If meditation raises your vibration, which it does because you're in a blank state, you're not thinking, it's easier to teach not to think no thoughts at all than to think positive. Abraham says that all the time. So when I meditate, I see it as a filtration system. When my mind is completely blank and I'm in that zone, I am enhancing everything that matches that frequency, the things that make me happy, the things that I want, my desires. That's just my thoughts on it, how I feel. And anything that is beneath that raised frequency simply falls off. That's why I call it a filtration system. That's why I meditate every single day, because if there's anything I'm missing as the gatekeeper, maybe I thought something that probably wouldn't have served me, or maybe maybe I was not as aware as I thought I was and something slipped by. That's why I meditate every day, because it clears out all of that. And it's like you're back on top. You don't even have to worry about it. That's my tool, and that's how I use it. So I'm saying all of this because as I'm looking for my wallet, I'm thinking, I didn't think no thoughts in regards to like feeling like I'm losing something. I've been feeling pretty positive. Like dominantly, I am very just neutral, centered, because I've just trained myself to be that way. So that way, no matter what comes my way, I get to assign the meaning, the feeling, and everything behind it. So although I was in this panic state, I'm looking everywhere for my wallet, and I'm like, I remember saying out loud, I said, okay, I don't know whose reality this is, but I want my wallet. Because no, I just did not accept the fact that I lost my wallet. So I decided to go and look for my wallet at my brother's house. I promise you, as soon as I went in the house, I moved the chair, the wallet fell. It was in between the cushion, and I got my wallet. I'm saying this because it just goes to show that when you really just fall back in trust, and no matter what the circumstance looks like, if you can believe that it's for your benefit, it makes life so much better. Like it goes a lot smoothly, and it goes to what Abraham Hicks says all the time. You can't look out for the bad and expect the good at the same time. You got to choose. So although I was in a panic state, I still chose that this is either A, for my benefit, or B, not happening. Like it's just, no, it's a misunderstanding. Or if I did leave it at the store, somebody has it. I was thinking all of those things. If I left it at the store, then the store clerk has it and it's no big deal. I locked all of my stuff just in case, human. And I just went to go look for it at my brother's house, and I found it. Um, I think that's so important because I don't know. It's like I don't have enough words to really explain or express, and I hope that I'm coming off in the correct way because I want to post this on the channel. I think it's important that you kind of get the gist of what I'm saying. Like I could have saw the circumstances like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? And I was in that state. Don't get me wrong, because this is what I mean when I say you don't have to be perfect. And this is coming from somebody who is like low-key a perfectionist. Like I like things done a certain type of way. And instead of resisting the fact that I was in that resistant state, I just felt it. I let it fester. I knew that it was valid. It's okay for me to be like this or to be in a panic state because I want my wallet. All my stuff is in there, right? All of my personal information and things like that, my cards, those type of things, they're in my wallet. So that's okay. But then I thought to myself, like again, like I said, I'm like, whose reality is this? I didn't think nothing about losing a wallet. I didn't feel any vibrations prior to this about, I've been good. I've been meditating. I've been doing what I'm supposed to do. When you know these things, it allows you to expect things to just run smoothly. And when you expect things to run smoothly, that's what they do. They run smoothly. So I kept that state in mind. I'm like, you know what? You're right. My wallet got to be somewhere. Now, the reason I say the circumstance was still for my benefit because it taught me that, or it allowed me to really realize and experience that I really am controlling it all. You understand? And if I can do it, anybody can do it. I'm controlling the contrast and the level of it. That was a little bit of contrast, yes. But I could have just stayed negative and been like, oh my God, da, 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 and not realize that, hold up, let me fall back. No. And not, I reassigned. Gosh, I hope I'm explaining this right. It's like I reassigned what I was willing to accept from the circumstance. The lost wallet was unacceptable due to the fact that I'm doing my part, which is following my excitement in every moment possible to the best that I can, meditating to filter out anything that, slips or passes me by that whatever it may be. That part doesn't matter. As long as I meditate, then that takes care of itself. And because I know that I'm doing that and I'm the gatekeeper of my thoughts and things like that, and I purposely choose to think positively, no matter what the circumstance may look like, I'm not accepting the fact that I lost my wallet. That doesn't serve me. That's not to my benefit. Like that wasn't, now the situation in itself to teach me that, yes, this is how it goes. This is how it works. It was a teaching moment. Yes, that is why the circumstance was for my benefit. But actually losing my wallet? No, absolutely not. Not my reality. That's how I took it. I would not accept it. No. I do what I'm supposed to do. I have my beliefs in order. I'm aligned and centered the way that I'm supposed to be. And losing my wallet just was not an option. And it wasn't. It showed right up. Once I realized that, I calmed down. I went downstairs. I looked for it myself. Showed up. So yeah, I just wanted to explain that really quickly and why I say, like, when you use your tools, whatever the tool is, scripting, visualization, believe in it and believe in it hard. Don't let your circumstances outsmart you. You are smarter than your circumstance. That circumstance could have really kicked my butt and made me feel all over the place, which would have drawn in more stuff. And this morning, guess what? I meditated. So everything that I felt yesterday within that little panic that I had, gone. It falls off. That's what I mean when I say meditation for me and my beliefs and how I understand it, how I comprehend it, and how I've witnessed it work in my life is a filtration system. So none of that energy even matters. It dropped the moment I woke up and meditated. And I meditate as soon as I wake up. I don't look at any emails. I don't look at any texts. I don't do anything. I go straight into meditation because I want it to filter out anything. And that's the best time to do it because you're kind of like in that wavy, kind of up, kind of sleep thing. Meditate. So yeah, I just wanted to share that really quick. That's all. Bye.